Hello all. And every time I hear something hot, TGIM, thank God it's Monday. Now look, I know I've played this, but this joint right here makes me wanna let it go. I have to play it again. I love it. What you wanna do? Away from you, from me, we. I love this song. So much good energy and very positive. It's been a long week and I put in my hardest. Go live my life. And I'm walking past the mirror. It's relevant to what I'm going to talk about, so I had to play it again. I wouldn't change my life. My life is just... I wouldn't change my life. Now, is your life just fine? That's the question. Good morning, all. Thank you for joining Kisha's Life Lessons. I know I'm silly, but listen, laughter feeds the soul. So you guys know I'm extremely happy at all times. All right. Debrief. So, thank you all for joining Kisha's Life Lessons. As you know, what I like to do is reflect back on things that have happened in a previous week to bring you a life lesson, and hopefully it will actually apply to something that you're dealing with or someone that you know may be dealing with, and bring some light your way so you can know how to deal with those situations going forward. All right, so what's the life lesson for this week? It's simple. It's something I wanted to come and talk about because I feel like sometimes we don't share it enough with people. We don't say these simple words that mean so much and that can change a person's whole life. And that is, you are worth it. That's simple. You are worth it. You, the person watching this. You are worth it. What is worth, you ask? Let me give you the definition. It's the level at which someone or something deserves to be valued. Heard that word, deserves to be valued? It's the level at which someone or something deserves to be valued. So many times in life, I come across different people that have experienced different things throughout their career, throughout their life experiences at home, or just in different environments. And they forget, or they don't actually grasp the full definition with knowing their self-worth and knowing how they deserve to be valued and treated. And when talking with a couple friends last week, and even my sister, it seemed that the common theme that was going across these women's lives was that they were not actually recognizing their worth. That they are worth more than what they may be experiencing at the moment, worth more than the situation that's going on. So I'm here to share with you that you are worth it. It can be in anything. It can be in your career. It can be at home with your children and husband. But you need to know that you're worth it. You're worth receiving overwhelming, overflowing happiness at all times. And if you get anything less of that, you need to reject it, so you can actually get what it is that you're deserving of. A lot of times as women, we just accept what's going on. We accept the situation versus actually taking a hold of it and thinking about what you can do to change it. And a lot of times how we can change how people are treating us, how people are speaking to us, is by simply knowing your self-worth and saying, I'm not going to receive this. That's simple. It's very simple, but it does require a lot because, when you don't realize that about yourself, you go through different transitions, and sometimes you go through unnecessary things that you should not have to actually experience. But I will tell you, once you unlock that door, you put the key in and you realize your self-worth, nothing is going to waver that. You're not going to allow certain people to speak to you in a different tone. It's not acceptable. So you will politely reject it and tell them, listen, I do not deserve to be spoken to in that tone. And this conversation is not going to go any further. They will have no choice but to respect that. A lot of people will become shocked because they're like, what? What did she just tell me? But it's the truth. And when you know your self-worth, other people respect it or they move away from it. It's one of the two. But you don't want those people who don't respect it anyway, right? Move on from them. They're not worth anything. They don't understand your worth, so why should you actually accept theirs? That's simple. So I share with you, to understand your worth, understand your value, but also know that your value and worth is about who you are. It's not defined by the things that you do. That's key as well. Sometimes we get caught up in defining ourselves through the things that we do, such as our jobs. Listen, your job is simply that, your job. It does not define who you are. It is just what you do. The title means nothing. Know your worth. So you can be a very educated, have a lot going on for you, executive assistant, and be the best executive assistant they've ever seen. And because you know your worth, you will go higher. You will go to the place that you desire. You will continue to move forward, but don't get caught up in the title. It's only a transition. It's only a place of a means currently to perform a specific task. It doesn't define who you are. And forget all those people who say that it does, because it does not. I know some highly paid assistants that make more than some of the people in higher levels. I'm just saying. But you define your worth. Your worth receiving whatever it is that you want, but also know that you don't define your worth through what you do. Get that? I know it seems a little bit hazy, but it's the God honest truth. And I want to make sure that I share that with you, because sometimes when we're not clear on who we are, we try to define ourselves in things that we do. I've been there, trust me. I've been there years ago when I tried to define myself through my job, when in actuality, the job don't make me, I make it. And you have to be consistent with that. Once you realize your worth, that it runs deeper than the things that you do, you will, the universe will pour back into you all of those great things that you're pushing out. But you have to first see it yourself. Know that you are worth overflowing happiness. Know that you are worth receiving people speaking to you in the right tone. No one is worth disrespect. No one is worth that. No one is worth being treated poorly. No one. You're worth much more. Know your worth and know that you are worth receiving anything you put your mind to. All of the happiness that you think of. When you see that girl, you're like, that girl is just always happy. I wish I could be that happy. You are. You already possess the power. You know your worth and it will come free flowing. That is a guarantee. So that's all I have for you today. Just, wanted to talk about worth because it's so important that we hear that sometimes. So I charge you with going out into the world and sharing this word with someone else. Sharing it with that young sister who's struggling in school. Tell her worth. Share with that person who's battling their self-esteem issues. Tell her worth. Share it with that person who's contemplating suicide and consistently going back and forth and is dealing with that battle. Share with her worth. You're worth much more. Remember that. Thank you all for watching. Can't wait to talk to you again next week. Continue to follow my blog. Make sure you share with other people as well. Like it. Comment if you would like. It's completely fine with me. I wish you guys the very best. Have a wonderful Monday and a fabulous week. Thanks for watching.